Hello and welcome to this episode of our weekly wrap called Inside the Courtroom, the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. I'm Linda Mnisi. There were no trial proceedings this past week, but we've put together a recap on some of the evidence previously led in court. Cell phone links between the accused and singer Kelly Khumalo saw a heightened level of scrutiny and focus on the Mpini hitmaker. While she's not on trial, her name has now become central to the criminal case against the 5 men accused of murdering the father of her daughter. Kelly Khumalo's controversial romantic relationship with her married boyfriend Senzo Meyiwa met its tragic end at her mother's home in Vosloorus on the 26th of October 2014. And even in his death, the music sensation found herself knee-deep in controversy when cell phone links between herself and the alleged murderers of her boyfriend were uncovered in court. It was in July last year when police officer Lambert Steyn took to the witness stand at the Pretoria High Court to deliver his findings in the analysis of cell phone records he had obtained. Steyn has been in the SAPS for 41 years. At the time of his analysis, he was a data analyst and investigating officer attached to the National Cold Case Unit. He was appointed colonel in 2021, but previously attached to the Hawks in Germiston. The request from lead investigator Brigadier Bongani Kininda was that he profiles all the people identified as targets. This will also give the investigators information about their criminal history. He was also asked to follow up on whether the targets had licensed firearms and whether there were any links between them and the 7 people who were in the house at the time of the shooting. In the numbers analysed, Steyn detailed at least 8 numbers that he says belong to the Afropop sensation. According to Steyn, the numbers had been used for various reasons, including opening criminal cases. In his testimony, he zoomed into the number saved on Truecaller as Kelly Bookings. He said the number is also recurred under the songstress's name. In an explosive revelation, Steyn revealed a call between one of the accused and Khumalo 2 months before the soccer star was murdered.
During my analysis, I discovered that Kelly Khumalo with a number 27827 received a call from Ntuli Nkani with the number 27733.
Just read that first name.
It's Fisokulu.
Fisokule.
Sorry.
And if written in brackets 5, what does that indicate?
It means it's a suspect 5 in front of the court.
And how did you establish this number? Which is number 5?
Like I mentioned in the beginning, I draw up profiles on all the targets as well as the suspects, all through all the systems which was to my dispatch, which I was using. So on that I did identify the number belongs to him.
For my edification, what time was the call?
I will come to that.
Oh, you'll come to that. Okay,
yes.
fine.
Okay.
No problem.
My next spreadsheet is a traction from the section 205 of the phone of Kelly Khumalo. The first I mentioned the cell phone number, it's 278270. The next number we're going to read is the IMSI number, it's a SIM card number. The number is 655. And the next one is the iMine number, the handset number. The number is 3515. And the call type is a MTC. With other words, terminating call, she received the call. And the start date of the call was the 2nd of August 2014, and the time was 22:47. And the duration of the call was 110 seconds, close to 2 minutes. She received the call from the other party, 2773.
And you said the other party is?
It's the suspect number 5, Gandhi. And she received a call while she was in the vicinity of the tower 3G, Kimberley, Mike Victor, or Mike Whiskey, Charlie Echo November.
Wait. It's 3 G's, K, C, F. It's Kimberly K. Kimberly K stands for Kimberly. Where about is that?
It can be Kimberly.
In
area.
Kimberly itself.
Kimberly himself.
It's not that it's a code. Okay, fine.
Now, if I read the other towers, it's possible that it's outside.
Okay.
Then the next entry on the spreadsheet is also from a same cell phone number, the same IMSI number, the SIM card number, but the IMEI number, the handset number, it's different. So it's possible that you could have updated the phone or you just use another handset.
And another in October.
The handset number of this one is 8633. Then the call type is also Mike Tango Charlie, terminating call. I was received the call, and the call was on the 15th of October 2014 at 17:33:57. And the time of the duration of the call was 98 seconds, a minute and a half, more or less. And then the other party is the same, it's 27733, which belonged to suspect number 5. And the tower reception area was 2G, Iredale Farm, somewhere in Limpopo. I did follow up. It's
Somewhere in?
Limpopo.
Oh, Limpopo. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, you may proceed.
Okay. The next is also a traction out of the section 205 for the cell phone records of the 2nd of August and 15th October.
Just before, just put the information that appears on 23 just on the record.
I just
The number, starting with the number.
okay, the number is the cell phone number 2782.
Yes, had contact with the number. Just read that portion.
That contact with the other party is 2778.
I'm sorry, Colonel, just on page 23, there's that information that appears just
Yeah, it's the same.
after the spreadsheet.
Yes, that is the same information.
Yes.
It's actually a duplication.
Oh.
This call was 11 days before Meyiwa's murder. The defense, however, hit back.
Your investigation, can you tell this court with certainty if the number read into the record as the number belonging to Mr. Ntuli was record or not? If yes, to which address was it registered to?
The number wasn't record in his name.
Under which name?
I'm not sure, my lord.
Your investigation, does your evidence inform this court that if there is anything that was conspired between the Mr. Ntuli and Ms. Kelly Khumalo?
Lord, I can't.
State witnesses previously told the court that two men entered the Khumalo home demanding cell phones and money. Meyiwa was then shot and killed during a scuffle with the gun-wielding intruder. Steyn says he looked at the activity on this phone on that particular day.
Then on the 26th of October, the same picture, no calls made, or SMSs sent or received.
In the early hours of the next day, data was deleted.
With the device boot up at 20:14, 10:27, 01, 51, 58 a.m. So that's in the early mornings of just obviously the morning after the crime incident. So that can mean that the owner of the phone did delete everything on the phone or some of the information. Because it's a smartphone, you can do it obviously. You
For
can
record
do it
purposes.
via internet, where you've got also access to your own information, which you can go into your phone information and you can delete some of your information. It's not necessary for you to have the phone in your hand, your
Yes.
position.
Just for record purposes, which number we're talking about here?
We're talking about the number 2782.
Yes.
And I can also mention I got no clear indication when did the police seize the phone. So I can't say they put the phone 10 o'clock the previous night in a forensic bag or 10 o'clock the next morning. So that's not clear to me.
Yes.
Then if we go further on this phone, on the 24th of October, that amper sê no calls made or calls been answered. But that is a typing fault of mine. I can just delete it, but I will come to that now. Or no calls was made to the police on the day of the murder. On the 24th of October, at 11:57, she received a SMS. Then she sent a SMS on the 24th of October at 11:48. Then again on the 24th of October, 11:51, she also received a SMS. Then also on the 24th of October, 2014, 13:46, she also didn't answer a call which she received from that number. Then the following 4 calls, she did answer. On the 24th of October at 18:52, she received a call from Senzo where she talked about 96 seconds.
Which she talked for?
Yeah. On 24 October 18:52, she received a call.
I had the 96 seconds.
Yes, 96, which she was talking 96 seconds.
According to Steyn, more happened that day after the murder. His records revealing a SIM swap in the phone of the deceased.
The number is 35 handset, and the number received a call from cell phone number 278. Also on the 27th of October 2014 at 16:21:50. In SIM card, the new one with the number 655. We follow up on the handset number and then link to the number 277. Belongs to David Matubula. There was 8 calls between David Matubula and Kelly Khumalo.
Amongst the people that the defense questioned about this was Meyiwa's childhood friend, Mthokozi Sithwala.
Evidence that a SIM swap was done on the deceased cell phone. Who could have been able to do the SIM swap on the deceased cell phone is the person who was in possession of the deceased ID. But as a friend, I'm just asking if you have any knowledge about that.
Qala ukuzwa lokho kuyangithusa-ke futhi-ke ukuthi kwenzeka lento eyenzakalile engasekho.
But it is your evidence that the ID for the deceased was Miss Kelly Khumalo until the...
Uqiniso lokho ngoba ngayibona kumsombuluko. NgoLwesibili bemnika ngangikhona futhi.
It's important to remember that Kelly Khumalo is not charged in this matter, but has been identified as the alleged mastermind behind the footballer's murder. We get to that